In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 MLB games happening on June 20th, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Houston Astros versus Los Angeles Angels. On Friday night, the Houston Astros continue their road trip, heading to Los Angeles for the first game of a 3-game set against the Angels. This marks the second time these American League West rivals have squared off this season, with the Astros having already taken 2 out of 3 games at home back in mid-April. Since then, Houston has maintained its successful trajectory, while the Angels have been stuck on a roller coaster, hovering around the .500 mark. Now, Los Angeles has the tough task of facing one of the American League's premier starters. Hunter Brown has been exceptionally sharp this season, especially on the road, where he has racked up 55 strikeouts against just 13 walks over 48.1 innings. He's been particularly dominant lately, allowing a minuscule 4 earned runs while striking out 34 batters in his last 24.1 innings of work. His mound opponent, Yusei Kikuchi, has put up stellar numbers at home, giving up only 4 earned runs in 34.1 innings. However, a closer look reveals some cracks, as he's surrendered 3 earned runs in 2 of his last 3 starts and has struggled to pitch deep, completing 6 innings just once in his last 6 outings. With the Angels struggling to defend their home field and Houston's track record of winning 8 of the last 10 games against them, the edge clearly goes to the visitors. As our first pick for this matchup, the Houston Astros money line is our full game side pick. The over hit in 2 of the 3 games when these teams met in April, largely thanks to Houston's powerful offense. The Astros bats have continued to punish opposing pitchers all season, but their success is also built on a foundation of elite pitching. Hunter Brown is a perfect example of this balance, having allowed 1 run or fewer in 9 of his starts this year. Recently, however, the Houston offense has been surprisingly quiet, scoring 3 runs or less in 3 of their last 5 games heading into Thursday. On the other side, while Kikuchi has had a couple of shaky starts, even his worst performance in his last 9 outings resulted in just 3 earned runs. This sets up what appears to be the strongest starting pitching matchup these 2 teams have had all season. Even though the over is 6-4 in their last 10 meetings, the quality of the arms on the mound suggests a tighter, lower-scoring affair is more likely. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Kansas City Royals versus San Diego Padres. An interleague series gets underway on Friday night, June 20th, as the Kansas City Royals travel to Petco Park in San Diego to take on the Padres. Royals starter Michael Lorenzen is coming off a brutal stretch. He finished the month of May by getting lit up for 6 earned runs on 11 hits in a loss to the Reds. His first start in June was even more disastrous, as he was shelled for 7 earned runs on 7 hits in just 2.2 innings of work against the Cardinals. On the other side of this matchup, Nick Pivetta seems to have found his groove again. After a couple of rough outings to start the month, he delivered a stellar performance against the Diamondbacks last Sunday. Expect another strong showing from Pivetta here, especially since the Royals have been completely inept against right-handed pitching over the last 10 days, managing a pathetic .580 OPS and a 57 WRC+. The Padres, meanwhile, have been crushing righties, posting an impressive .822 OPS and 134 WRC+ over that same span. As our first pick for this matchup, the San Diego Padres money line is our full game side pick. While the Royals did manage to score 12 runs in the first 2 games of their series against the Rangers, their offense has been anemic overall. In the 6 games just before that, they scraped together a meager 11 runs total. The Padres lineup is dangerous against right-handers, which will likely force the Royals to deploy their best left-handed relievers, Angel Zerpa and Daniel Lynch, to try and slow them down. Both of these teams have had inconsistent offenses all season, and there's no reason to expect that to change in this game. The bullpens have also been solid in their specific roles, with the Royals relievers pitching better on the road and the Padres bullpen being tough at home. It's just difficult to bet on a high-scoring game whenever the Royals are involved. Given how poorly their offense has been playing, Nick Pivetta could easily cruise through 7 innings while giving up only a couple of runs. Yes, Michael Lorenzen's recent struggles are a cause for concern, but there's no way you can confidently take the over here. Expect both lineups to have a tough time bringing runners home. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Cleveland Guardians versus Athletics. The Cleveland Guardians and Oakland Athletics are set to kick off a 3-game series on Friday. The Guardians have a slight scheduling advantage right out of the gate, as they only have a short trip after playing the Giants on Thursday afternoon, while the Athletics had a later night game against the Astros. Looking at the bigger picture, the Athletics have struggled mightily when Jeffrey Springs takes the mound, posting a dismal 1-5 record in his last 6 starts. Cleveland also holds a significant advantage with the far superior bullpen. Digging into the starting pitching matchup, the difference becomes even more apparent. Over their last 7 games, Tanner Bibee has a 3.38 earned run average and a 1.13 WHIP, while Springs has been less effective with a 4.24 earned run average and a 1.17 WHIP. The team's recent forms are also heading in opposite directions. In June, Cleveland's pitching staff has been elite, ranking 5th in the league with a 3.14 team earned run average. The Athletics, on the other hand, have been getting shelled, with their team earned run average ballooning to 5.14, which ranks 28th. The head-to-head history seals the deal, with Cleveland having won 9 of their last 10 meetings against Oakland. The Guardians are simply the better team in every facet of the game. As our first pick for this matchup, the Cleveland Guardians money line is our full game side pick. While Tanner Bibee has been solid overall, a closer look at his home and road splits reveals some vulnerability, suggesting runs could be scored in this game. Bibee's earned run average jumps to 4.84 in his 8 road starts this season. Jeffrey Springs has been even more hittable at home, posting a rough 5.51 earned run average over his last 6 games in Oakland. Both pitching staffs have also had a major issue with giving up the long ball. The Guardians have allowed 77 home runs, which is middle of the pack, but the Athletics have been the worst in the league, surrendering a staggering 113 homers. The recent history between these two clubs also points to a high-scoring affair, as the over has cashed in each of their last 3 matchups. With 2 pitchers who can be scored upon and 2 teams prone to giving up home runs, expect the scoreboard to light up. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Washington Nationals versus Los Angeles Dodgers. A weekend series between 2 National League opponents kicks off in the City of Angels on Friday night as the Washington Nationals make the trip west to face the Los Angeles Dodgers. While Washington managed to snap a miserable 11-game losing streak, any sense of relief was short-lived, as they immediately proceeded to lose 3 out of 4 games at home to the dismal Colorado Rockies, which is a major cause for concern. Now, the Nats have to make the long cross-country journey to face a Dodgers team that has won 5 straight games entering Thursday's action, and has the luxury of not having to travel at all. Matt Kensingore has pitched effectively for Washington, even if his win-loss record doesn't reflect it. But Clayton Kershaw looked like a vintage version of himself in his last start, handcuffing the Giants over 7 dominant frames to pick up the win. The Dodgers possess a prolific offense and have been nearly unbeatable at home with a 28-12 record this season, giving them more than enough of an edge to handle the Nationals in this contest. Sometimes, a game really just boils down to one team being significantly better, and that's the situation here. Kershaw has been solid in his starts, and while Gore has also been quite good, it's nearly impossible to feel confident betting against this potent Dodger lineup. This is especially true when you factor in the liability that is the Nationals' bullpen waiting to take over. Gore might put together a decent start and keep his team in the game, but unless he goes the distance, he leaves the door wide open for his own bullpen to come in and blow it. As our first pick for this matchup, the Los Angeles Dodgers money line is our full game side pick. Heading into Thursday's games, Washington had seen the under cash in 39 of their 75 games on the season. The Nationals rank in the bottom third of the league, scoring 4.13 runs per game, though that number does climb to a more respectable 4.51 runs per game when they are on the road. The average total runs scored in a Nationals game is 9.2, a figure that also increases slightly to 9.42 on the road. On the other side, Los Angeles entered Thursday with the over hitting in 44 of their 75 games. The Dodgers lead the majors in offense, averaging a powerful 5.56 runs per contest, and seeing an average game total of 10.09 runs. At home, that offense is even more lethal as they average 6.18 runs per game, pushing their average home game total to an impressive 10.88 runs. Despite these high offensive numbers, with Gore's effectiveness at keeping hitters off balance and Kershaw looking like he's in his prime after his last couple of starts, the conditions are right for a lower scoring affair in this contest. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Boston Red Sox versus San Francisco Giants. The Boston Red Sox are hitting the road, traveling to Oracle Park in San Francisco for a weekend series against the Giants. We're set for a matchup featuring a pair of talented right-handed pitchers, and the edge here goes to the Giants. The primary reason is that San Francisco's lineup looks significantly more dangerous against righties than Boston's does right now. Over the past 10 days, the Giants have been on a tear against right-handed pitching, boasting a remarkable .870 OPS and a 148 WRC+. That means Red Sox starter Hunter Dobbins has a monumental task ahead of him if he hopes to keep their bats quiet. On the other hand, the Red Sox have been completely lost at the plate against right-handers during that same stretch, managing a paltry .601 OPS and 64 WRC+. Keep a close watch on Rafael Devers, who should be extra motivated to hit a few home runs against his former teammates. Heliot Ramos could also be a key factor in this game. He's been raking against righties all season with a .292, .371, .465 slash line. As our first pick for this matchup, the San Francisco Giants money line is our full game side pick. I'm expecting a solid performance from Hayden Birdsong in this matchup, and I don't believe Hunter Dobbins is going to get completely blown up by the Giants lineup either. San Francisco's success is built on the strength of its pitching staff. Their bullpen is one of the best in baseball, and they'll be facing a Red Sox offense that has failed to score more than 4 runs in 8 consecutive games. With Rafael Devers no longer with the club, that offensive cold streak could easily be extended. Considering both teams have bullpens that have been pitching well and the Red Sox's lineup is struggling to hit righties, taking the under on the total is the only logical move. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.